I want to go over how to run the ping command from the terminal in Linux, and I am logged into my server and I'm gonna run it now. The ping command is one of the networking command in Linux and in Windows and other systems. You can use it, and in equipment. It's used to confirm the connectivity of a host, whether it's connected to the network or not, and if it's configured to reply when you ping it. Sometimes it is connected and it doesn't respond to the ping because it's not configured that way. But in most cases, you'll try to just regular hosts, and or websites, and it's gonna respond. So let's get into it. So let me get to my screen here. Okay, I think you should be able to see the screen now. By the way, if you're on mobile watching this, you're not gonna see them because the letters are small. So this is best shown on if you're watching a tablet, I think, or a desktop, because the terminal is it's text based, and you may not see everything on the screen of the of your mobile because it's gonna be condensed and smaller. So with that said, let's get started. So this is the terminal here, and I'm gonna use ping. The way you use it, you type it ping space, and then you type the host you want to check connectivity to. Let's say I want to check if I can ping Google. So if you do ping google.com, enter, and I'm getting a response back, it means it's online and responded. Even if the host or the website or other equipment is online and it's not configured to reply to this message, it doesn't mean it's not working or it's not connected. And the way you stop it is because it's gonna keep going if you don't specify how many packets you want to send, and just Control C. Let me see. Yeah, Control C, you stop it. You break the you interrupt the command. So let's do it one more time to a different host. Let's say we wanna ping host yahoo.com. So ping yahoo.com. Okay, it's responding. So it's let's do another one. Let's ping my website. georgekc.com. Okay, it is online. Actually, it is my domain, and it's redirected to the host I have, to the e-commerce and educational host where I'm hosting my website. So basically, it's not my own web hosting. It's directed to the e-commerce platform I'm using now for my course. So this is how you use the ping. So basically, even if you have you can use it like on whenever or you're on the network and you have access to the terminal. You can use it even on Windows. It can work on equipment like telecom equipment, network equipment, local LAN and WAN and the internet. It works. So let's look at it and look at the top here. So once you do a ping, and you're gonna get this first line, it's gonna give you the IP address of the host you're pinging, and it's gonna show you the size of the packet you're sending. It's 56 bytes. and it's got like the headers that would be 84 bytes, and so it shows you 64 from, and it will give you the type of packet, which is ICMP. I think it's the Internet Control Message Protocol. I think that's what it stands for. And then it shows you sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, sequence 4, sequence 5, sequence 7. If the numbers are in sequence, it means you're not having any missed packet. Everything is sent and received. The reply is received, so there is no loss. So we can assume that the transmission is good. The connectivity is good. We're not talking about speed yet. And this is here. TTL, it means time to live. Time to live equal 57, and that, I don't know the details. It might be time to live. It means if it takes 57 milliseconds, ignore it. And the time here equal 52.8 ms, and then there's different times. This is the time it takes from sending the packet and receiving a response from the host. So in this case, it took for this packet to be sent, between sending it and receiving a reply that it reached the host, it took 52.8 milliseconds, and so on. And each one, it'll give you the same information, but sometimes you see the numbers are different. And when I did the interruption for the command, what's nice, you get some kind of statistics, and it shows you how many packets were sent, how many were received. So in this case, it says 8 packets transmitted, 7 received. 8 sent, 8 received, and then so it says 12.5% packet loss, and time, that's the time I think for the whole packet. So basically there is a loss. The transmission is not perfect, because you're supposed to send 8 packets, or whatever you send, you should receive the same packets. But in this case, there was a loss of 1 packet, which is 12% packet loss, it says. And this is some statistics too. It'll give you the time, like let's say minimum 40.8. It's the statistics of this here. And then the average, the maximum, and the medium deviation, I think. So this is statistics. So that's how you run the ping command in whether you use a Linux or other systems. It's common among many systems, but since now I'm logged into my Linux server, this is how you use it. So that's it for this presentation. If you have any questions, please submit them in the comment and let me know if you have any questions about this command or other commands, because I'll be running more in the future. And if you want to learn more about Linux commands, a lot of us here in the group are taking courses, so I don't expect you to take another course. But in case you want to learn it and you're serious about learning the commands, the basics of the commands, I have a course online. It's right here. Let me show you. So if we, it's right here. If you go to georgekc.com, you can get this page here. And I have 2 programs. This has to be updated. It's a workshop. It's live training. And this is the course here. It says Linux Commands Basics Online Course, self-study and self-paced. But I can help you, I'm gonna help you like live. If you need like couple hours, I'll give it to you with the course for free. So this is the course description page, and you can read about it here. And I have the course curriculum, the sections, and each lesson, what I cover. And I think this is a good sequence where you want to learn, if you want to learn the commands the way I structured the course, because I think that made sense to me when I was learning Linux. So I distilled all the information I have, the basics in this course. I cover different topics, and if I think it's a good list and good topics that will help you get started with Linux, just the basics. And if you want and you're not interested in this specific course, my course, just take any course online, or you can learn on your own. You can just go to the internet and find but go through this. This will help you. Just take I mean, I have it online here. You can just copy this structure or format and you can follow it. Like the first section, how to install and start the terminal. And I have different topics here. Obviously, I cannot cover everything. There's so many variation. And then section 2 has commands about the files and directories, basic commands. That's very essential and fundamental. And then I have the systems resources commands. That will help too. It's not necessary now, like in the beginning. Then you go through the filtering and searching output or screen output or files. And then I have I cover in section 5 how to use the find command, the tree, and the history. Then you go to section 6 has the permission about the read, write, and execute, and their numerical value. So this is very important to know when you look at a file in Linux or a directory, to know what are the permissions and if you have access to them or no. And then section 7, I cover some of the how to configure a printer, audio, and more. And these are examples about my own program. You can use them on your software, but I don't know if they gonna work. But you get an idea on how to use them, because you may have different programs, different software, different hardware. But I can give you the examples what I used, and you'll take it from there. And section 8 has a lot of networking and internet related commands, diagnostic information, and this is what I went over just now, the ping command. That was in lesson 12, how to ping a host to test connectivity, domain versus IP address. So this is what I went through now. And then you can go over the how to check the bandwidth, how to use host, traceroute, netstat. These are basics, but very essential for networking in Linux and for diagnostics. And many of them are used in other systems too and equipment. Then section number 9, I go over the Linux system structure and the path to directory and files. This is essential too whenever you're working with because Linux, you have to know the structure, the files, path, the directories, and how to look for them, how to navigate from one place to another in a Linux system. So you have to know how to read the path of a file in a directory. And in section 10, I go over the introduction to shell scripting. And this is, I gave you one example of a script here. It's very basic, but you get the idea, and you can mimic the same structure what I used, but you can use different commands. And then at the end, I used how to log into an Ubuntu server remotely, and how to SSH, and then I have things coming up, I didn't finish them yet, about the server, setting up SSH, etc. And then the last one is how to add and delete users and the groups and password changes. So this is what I have in this curriculum. You can look at this and use it as your guide to learn if you're interested to learn on your own and you want to take your time. If not, and you're interested, join this course and I can help you. I am here on Facebook and YouTube. I have the information. And if you need any live help it comes with the course, but there's certain limited time. I can give you like 1 hour or 2 hours. I can't give you more. But questions, you can ask questions, submit them in a group, and everybody is willing to help. Whoever have the knowledge and like to help, and I can help you too. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video or part of it, and please questions and comments, and give me any ideas you might need to learn about more command information about my YouTube channel, where I put a lot of videos over there. Thank you.